Hey guys, and welcome to another Cubase tips video. Today I want to show you the chord track inside of Cubase 9.5 and how bloody awesome it is for doing a number of different things. So obviously you know about chord tracks. You can create a chord track in your mixer and then assign it to an instrument like your piano, and then you have, you can have the circle of fifths, or you can have proximity or the other thing for choosing the different chords, and you can just literally just click a button, choose your key and draw it in, and it will play the keys or whatever it is you've assigned it to. But chord pads allows you to do something much better than using the chord track. So for example, here I've loaded up a couple of chords. What you'll notice is when you hover over it, you get these different controls. So here, this is like the drop-down menu for choosing a chord. You can also do it by using the pop-out for the circle of fifths or the proximity, and you can just drag and drop a chord in. And at the bottom here, you've got another control which changes between if it's augmented or ninths, sevenths, or whatever it is you want. You can literally just change through. And then here, you've got control over the voicing. So if it's lower down in the scale or higher up in the scale for that particular chord. So for example, here I've got A, and I've got this version of A, which is a lower voiced one. And what this lets you do is create really interesting progressions, and variations of progressions. And in the chord pad itself, when you've got this panel open, it actually maps this to a set number of keys on your piano roll. And you can edit this. You can choose wherever you want this to work from, and where you want it to end. So you can have loads of different chord switches. You've also got controls over all these individual things, and if you've got like a MIDI controller, you can map it out in a way where you can control values such as the voicing or the chord, what type of chord it is in real time. So you can sort of use like macro CC controls and sweep through it and change through the chords or change through the voicings as you're playing, which is really cool. But what I want to show you is what it actually sounds like in practice. So I've got Cinematic Strings 2 loaded up here, all the patches, and they're on the normal arco mode or sustains. And watch what happens when I play something here. So it's a really easy way to get some nice sounding chords. So it saves you just writing them in basically, and having them mapped to a single key makes it really easy. You can drag and drop these into the mixer. Into your edit window if you want to have those chords on there, or you can just record yourself, pressing one key and moving the mod wheel and whatnot to get the different sounds. And these make it really easy for stuff like if you're doing sections, like, I don't know, if you did staccato section. You get the idea. Also, it works nice on pizzicatos. Now it doesn't really end there either. You can do other things as well. So down here you've got piano player, and this will change sort of like the way it chooses the notes. So if you're a guitar player, it would make it more like the voicings are closer together, so if you're playing a guitar, it'd be similar to how you would voice things when you're playing on guitar for those particular chords, whereas piano would be slightly different. And you've also got things like your patterns and sections. Patterns is quite useful actually. If you click on pattern and then go to the edit window and then click on players, you can actually drag and drop MIDI into this. What it will do is it will play, let's say I want to do some staccato runs, but I want to use, I don't know, do some arpeggios or something like that in the key of those chords. What I would do is this. This is really cool. So if we create just, it doesn't matter where the notes are at all, you can do this anywhere. So I'm going to go, I don't know, I've done that slightly early. Let's just do something like that, okay? Now, if I drag and drop this in, now I can do anything. I could do this as well. And again, it doesn't really matter where the notes are. And you can also change the velocity as well, so it's controlled by either the keyboard and how hard you hit it, or by the actual pattern, so the velocity of which the MIDI was programmed in at. But if you'll notice, even if I put these up here like this and then drag that in, it makes no difference. It's very clever how it works. It doesn't matter what notes I do this on, so I could go I don't know, something random like that. It just makes things really easy, and I could, you know, you just literally play that in as a single key. So if you experiment around with it, you can get some interesting results just out of using the chord pad. But my favourite is using sustains or the trills or doing very short staccato stuff. If I put this back on here, it sounds awesome if you do this across a whole orchestra if it's set to staccatos. Sample brass. I mean, you could do very easily Pirates of the Caribbean if you actually put the progression in for it. But you get the picture though, it's a really useful way. Let's just change the voicings here. And literally all you would have to do is I forgot about that. I had something already loaded in there. Let's just try that again. just kind of works. So it's a very brief look at this. There's a lot more to it than I'm actually going through. I mean, for example, silly little things like you can change the layout of how the pads are actually displayed. Where have I gone? So you can do it as a grid, and you can have as many columns or rows as you like. So if you go back to here, you can have a load of different chord progressions laid out, ones that you like, and you could map that from C0 all the way up to C7 or wherever you want it to cover those key ranges. And the interesting thing is, even where these switches overlap on where samples are in your library, it won't actually trigger those samples. It will just automatically work. So yeah, a very, very short look. There is another couple videos out there on YouTube if you search for them. There's a really good one of a guy demonstrating how you can create DVC by using this method, and splitting the voices across a single instance of contacts that's using loads of different patches. So it's something very interesting to watch. In fact, I'll put a link in the box below, and hopefully you found this useful, guys. It's something worth playing around with and getting to grips with. It's very useful and a very quick way to add stuff into your tracks when you're composing. So thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video, whenever or whatever that video will be. See you later, guys.